What's up guys, it's Frostburn Wolf, and today instead of a gameplay video we're gonna check out some little bit of tech. And right now I have the OPPO F5. It's one of the newest, no actually it's the newest phone from OPPO, and the jump from the previous device, which is the F3, is huge, man. I mean really huge. So anyway, I'm not gonna talk about any specific details about this phone or any in-depth. This isn't going to be one of those in-depth reviews because there's so many out there already. I'm just gonna talk to you guys about what I like about this phone and what I didn't like. What I really like about the F5 is the back. See, it's so different from what the F3 Plus looks like. It looks so different from the previous OPPO devices. It stands out. I mean, if you look at this, the antenna bars here, they might look familiar from a certain device, but still pretty damn good to look at. I mean, seriously, it still looks fucking gorgeous. And then unlike most flagship devices out there, that uses a Type-C USB port, which looks like that. The OPPO F5 uses a standard micro USB. Yeah, that's okay. I mean, most mid-range phones still use a regular micro USB, so yeah, it's nothing to bitch about. Oh yeah, there's the headphone jack. So yeah, if you don't want a Bluetooth headset, you can always use a headphone jack. I can really say OPPO has changed from the previous years. They have introduced a lot of gimmicky phones in the past. The R5, the N5, or was it the N3? The one with the camera that flips like this. Google it. You know what I'm talking about. And then it's very light. See? It's very light. Oh shit! It's very light. It's very light. A lot of phones these days follow the iPhone architecture, right? So the OPPO's F5 newest OS, which is I think it's called the Oxygen OS. Yeah, which OPPO uses a modified Android OS called the Color OS, which tries to basically replicates the iOS. I mean, they even have this. Let me try that again. They even have this, which is, if you're an iPhone user, basically, yeah, that's iPhone feature over there. Like previous OPPO devices, they have some really cool gestures. Like if you draw the O, it's gonna open up the camera just like that. If you do the V, soon turn on the torch. Holy shit! You also can't turn it off even if you keep on pressing this. It's just gonna keep on blurring out like that in your face unless you open it. And then you can also have additional screen of gestures, because in the past there's only the circle and then the V, and then you could customize others in the past, but they have never worked properly. They've always failed. They're like the most frustrating shit in that phone, in the previous phones. But unlike then, now if you want to make a new gesture, you can basically just choose one of these. So let's slide down like this, and then you can unlock, call, or you can start a new app, and you can just choose one from one of these. Like, okay, I'm gonna pick slide down to launch photos. So whenever the screen is off, you can just go like this, and booyah! Technology has changed a lot. So most of the competition these days are in the camera. So there's Mario, as you can see, smiling at their faces. You're too close, stay there. And this is the OPPO F5's camera. I know you can't see much in here, but I can tell you, it's really, really awesome. It's really, really great. Crank up the brightness so that you can see more. See? It's really clear. It's really, really bright. I don't know if that makes any difference to you guys. Right now, it doesn't look like it, but I'm in a dimly lit room, like with 4 lights. But the OPPO was able to capture a lot of light, right? So that, to me, that proves that the F5 is great when it comes to low light conditions. You might be wondering, if I'm in a low lit room, then why is it kind of bright? I'm using a Google Pixel 2, and the camera for that phone is also great. Man, the phones these days, they're awesome. So in any case, my little verdict for the OPPO F5 is certainly a 5 out of 5 if we have that kind of numbers thing. And if you're curious about the specs, I'm just gonna link it down to this. I'm just gonna put it down in the description below. So yeah, again, my verdict for the OPPO F5 is a 5 out of 5. Great specs, very nice, very professional. So yeah, 5 out of 5.